Hi everybody, John Morris alongside Henry Howard, Baylor's Associate AD for Capital Projects and Championships. We are inside a major capital project right now. It's the Paul and Alejandra Foster Pavilion. And Henry, unbelievable progress since the last time we were here.
JMO, a lot has developed since we last did an update. We're approximately 50 days away from that first basketball game on January 2nd, 2024. It's hard to believe that we're that close.
Yeah. 50 days and counting. There's work going on all around us. We want to shoot this and get out of the way. We don't want to slow these people down.
I agree. There's a lot of coordination going among the different subcontractors. Some of the significant developments since we last spoke. If you can see behind us, there's a first grade maple court that's from Wisconsin. It's acclimated the last 2.5-3 weeks, and they're installing it to the subfloor. They're actually nailing it as we speak, JMO. So very exciting to see the first grade maple court go down, and it's really important for the progress of the facility, because once you have the court down, you can move and install the telescopic risers. That's a fancy term for portable move in and out seating bleachers. But we've got a lot of people working together in tight quarters to get us ready for that first game.
It's exciting to see that floor down there and really filling up the space at floor level. And there was a point when we had to get this closed in, had to get the AC on, humidifiers running to be able to put the floor down, correct?
That's correct. So the air conditioning is operating, but now that it's getting a little bit colder, you may have noticed that we've had a lot more rain, a lot more humidity recently in the Central Texas area. So the next big milestone was this last Friday. We had to get the heating system operable, specifically the boilers. These boilers help control the humidity. We need about a 50% humidity, a consistent humidity to install the court, because it expands and contracts just like our homes and foundations. So it was really important. If you look very closely behind us, there are some plastic tubing systems. Austin Commercial installed a temporary humidity control system to help with that humidity. But once we get the permanent boilers going, which they are going, they're doing some system flushes now, we'll rely on them instead of the temporary solution, just to maintain that humidity and have the ideal setting to install the court.
Very good. And since the last time we were here, you'll notice seats are in place.
So a majority of the permanent fixed seating is installed. You can look around, you'll see these, all the seats have a cushion, they're very comfortable. So what we really lack now and what is ongoing is the telescopic seating riser. So those are those portable push in and out chair systems. The reason you have that, so you can optimize practice. If you ever have a concert, you want to optimize the space there. And then the last piece of that seating is the portable seats. So for example, the team benches and also the courtside seating. We have 160 courtside seats. So I would estimate there's about 1,500 to 2,000 seats that aren't presently installed or affixed to the stadium of that 7,500 capacity.
Gotcha. And some other furniture, so to speak, is scheduled to be here in the next couple of weeks.
It is. So we need our certificates of occupancy to start bringing equipment that's not affixed to the building into the facility. So working with the city of Waco, the inspectors, again, they've been great partners, really helped us meet every deadline thus far. But we do have kitchen equipment, we have the team benches, we have the chairs that the scorers sit at, media tables. So there's just a long list of items that are being delivered. Everything is intended to be on schedule, but we really can't start taking delivery of those things till about mid-December. So we're really we're using every day that we've got allowed and working with the city on things like that.
Gotcha. So that's about a month away then. And speaking of media, we are at the north end of the Foster Pavilion shooting toward the south. And this area, sort of where we are, this is going to be the media section up here.
It is. We've got a prime seat for the media so we can get good coverage of our events here. There's about 24 seats. They'll have a table, power, data to work with. So we're making sure we get out the story of Baylor athletics to those that are following. And then if you can look directly behind us, there is an ANC video board. It's a massive custom board. We think it's maybe the only kind of its shape in the country. It's on both baselines, and the one that you're viewing now is on the south end. I'd say it's 90% installed. The one on the north end, you can't quite see. It's more closer to 40-50% installed.
Wow. Looks great, dark. when would that be fired up? When would the testing of something like that, the video board, and then the ribbon boards are still coming in also?
Yes, sir. The ribbon boards have not been installed, but we've got to do a lot of commissioning and training on the major systems of the facility. That's kitchen equipment, making sure that it's burned in so that we're properly cooking premium food for our guests. You've got the ANC video boards, which has a ROS controller. Our Baylor Vision team is heavily involved in that commissioning and training. There's other things like just the clock systems to make sure that we are recording time for the game. Just a lot of little technologies that add up to a great game day experience.
Good. So what people can see looking around here now is no center hung scoreboard like we have in the Farrell Center. It's the video boards at either end, the north and south ends.
That's correct. We've got video boards on each end. We've got ribbon boards on the east and the west. Some of the things that you may take, or at least I take for granted, you've actually seen the sports lighting behind us. So we have LED RGB lighting behind us. That's the on-off instantly. It's also the colors. So our marketing, our fan engagement department will sync it to the music and make sure that we're accentuating the action on the court. If we need to go dark instantly, we can do that. There's also speaker arrays behind us, so we've got a state-of-the-art sound system that's really just going to amplify the intensity within the building.
Wow. Looks great. It's going to sound great. The lighting is going to be fantastic. The dancing lights, which we see at so many arenas now, I guess new arenas, even outside at Baylor softball, they've got that.
They do. We have LED lights at several of our facilities, soccer and softball, but we're really excited about Foster Pavilion, be able to go on-off instantly, but I anticipate a lot of green and gold on a big timeout, or at the end of the game when we're victorious because of the fans that came out to the stadium to see the action live. So just maybe even some things that I'm not fully aware of, but it's really exciting, the technology these days.
Well, it's great to see. Thanks for the update. And again, right around 50 days from the opener here, the Baylor men on January 2nd, the Baylor women on January 3rd. $1 million question is everything's on schedule, right, for those opening dates?
That's what we're aiming for. The term we're using, JMO, is cautiously excited. So we think it's going to happen. We're planning for it to happen. We're working with great partners like Austin Commercial, the city of Waco. So I think with that team, I don't know how anyone could stop us.
Very good. One final question I just thought of. We have elevators in the building and escalators also. There aren't many escalators in the city of Waco, but we'll have some here.
That's true. JMO, the experience at Foster Pavilion completely different than the Farrell Center. At the Farrell Center, you walk in at concourse level. At Foster Pavilion, you're going to walk in at event level and then immediately need to go up to the main concourse. So there's two main grand stairs, there's an escalator as you just mentioned, and then there's two elevators. So it's going to be a great experience walking in from the University Park side, but then you're going to go up into the main concourse. And another thing that's exciting and different, it's 360 degrees viewing access into the bowl. So if you have to run to the restrooms or go get some concessions, you can still feel and hear the game after you've taken the escalator or elevator up to the main concourse.
Wow, great. It's getting close now, isn't it? This is fun.
It is. It's an exciting time to be a Bear.
Very good. Thanks, Henry, for the update. We appreciate that. Henry Howard is an update here at Foster Pavilion. Again, opening cautiously excited. January 2nd for the men, January 3rd for the Baylor women here at the brand new Paul and Alejandra Foster Pavilion.